is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the lock-in for the East and West, anniversary collections in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, here's the deal. These are the 5 players for both locking in the East and West. If you just lock in one of the sets, you'll get one choice. If you lock both of the sets, you'll get a second choice. Now, small forward center, Giannis, really good. Power forward center, Kareem, really good. Point guard, Kobe on current gen is really good. Small forward, LeBron is really good. And point guard, MJ, I would say is okay. He's just, I think, the invincible MJ is the better option. Now, here's what we know right now about the anniversary set in MyTeam. Okay, here's what we know. Prices of these cards, is it anything too crazy? It's not too crazy. You can get an endgame card for, I would say, relatively cheap. I'm looking exactly at the prices right now. And again, they're not super juiced or super high in MyTeam. The problem is, I'm guessing the lock-in is going to be original owner and you won't be able to sell them. And that's how lock-ins are. And if you can't sell these cards, then my question would be, why would you not just get the most expensive player, right? And I know it sounds kind of silly and sounds kind of dumb, but I saw Kobe the other day. Endgame Kobe was going for what, 400,000 MT. By the time you lock in these sets, you're going to be looking at what, at least 200,000 MT. And endgame Kobe is not even that expensive. Right now, I'm looking right now, he's at 128. He's probably going to go up, but he's not super expensive. Now, if they were to put like Kevin Durant in this type of thing, who's going for $1 million MT, then you're, talking about something that is a little bit different. LeBron right now is about $1 million, so maybe Bron would be a decent lock-in. Because you can, probably lock in the anniversary for a couple 100,000 MT. As far as Giannis is concerned, when you look at the price of Giannis, there isn't a Giannis for another hour and 40 minutes. But my whole thing is, I would rather, and this is me, I would rather just spend the MT buying players rather than locking in for a specific player. Because by the time you lock in MJ, are you really getting much out of it? I personally don't think so. Because the anniversary cards aren't really good. They're not really usable. And so for me to lock in for one of these is just ridiculous. Now, if you do complete both, the question is, who should you choose? Now, initially, I'm crossing out MJ. I'm crossing out Kobe, okay? Those two should not be options. Why? Well, because they are cheaper than the other options. Now, who should be an option? Kareem? You can make the case Kareem should be an option. But again, when we talk about how much they are and what their price is like, Kareem right now isn't super pricey. Maybe his price will go up, but right now he's not super pricey. And so I know a lot of people are saying Kareem and Giannis, right? I personally would go Giannis and Bron. That's just my opinion. Now, why? It's not just because of how much MT they are. Yes, if you're just ranking these cards, you're probably going number 1 overall is Kareem, number 2 probably Giannis or Bron, number 3 Kobe, or number 4 Kobe, number 5 MJ. But in terms of price, you're probably looking at Bron 1, Giannis 2, Kareem 3. And so for me, I just feel like Bron and Giannis are the most worth it if you want to get the best bang for your buck. Because the only reason you're locking in these sets is because you do want one of these players for relatively cheap. And right now, Bron's 1 million MT. And yes, you're going to be, his price will probably go down. That's part of it. But you're going to be able to get LeBron for a lot cheaper if you ultimately do lock in the set. Whereas with Kareem, I don't even know if you can really get him for that much cheaper. Giannis obviously is still going to be pretty expensive. So for me, I'd probably go Giannis and Bron. I think they are the 2 top small forwards in the entire game. And I'd play them exactly there. Again, if you want to go Kareem, I don't have a problem with that. The problems I would have is if you wanted to go with Kobe or MJ. That is where I'd say, okay, let's hold up and let's have a conversation. Because I just have a hard time seeing either of those 2 cards be necessarily worth it. And that's not me hating on Kobe, because I actually love Kobe on current gen. I think he is absolutely elite. And that is definitely not me hating on MJ, although I do prefer, the invincible MJ. I just feel like if you lock in for that MJ, I'm sorry, you're probably losing MT at that. And it's just not worth it. The only way I'm gonna wrap my video up by saying this, guys. Simply put, the only way these things are worth it to lock in is if cards are over 700, 800,000 MT. It's that simple. For Kobe, he's not. For MJ, he's not. For Giannis and Bron, they probably are. And so I get it. If you want the chance to use LeBron James and you don't have that much MT, do what you got to do. What I wish 2K would have done, heck, I wish they would have dropped new cards like a Manute Bol type of cards. But secondly, I wish they would have dropped Taco, who's going for $2 million. I wish they would have dropped Kevin Durant, who is going for a ridiculously high price as well. I wish they would have dropped Yao Ming, who's, over 600,000 MT right now. Those are what I wish would have happened. Obviously, that's not what happened. That's not what came true. We're sitting here and none of those things came to fruition. But that's personally what I wish would have happened. There's 4 Kevin Durant's up on PlayStation right now. There's 4 Taco Falls up on PlayStation. There's plenty of Kobe's, plenty of MJ's. I would have liked to see Taco replaced with Kobe, Yao replaced with MJ, KD maybe replaced with somebody else if they did decide to do that. That's my whole thing and my whole opinion on things. If you want to lock in for these cards, please get Giannis, Bron, or Kareem. Those are the 3 options that you should go with. If you're wanting to buy Kobe or MJ, just get them off the auction house. In my opinion, that is where you are going to get your best deal and your best bang for your buck. I want to know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Personally, we can just read this down below. LeBron, yes, I think that's where you could maybe go for. I just feel like I don't know if it's going to be worth it, man. I just don't know if it is going to be worth it. Dude said so, but this guy said tripping. Holy W, holy rare W. I really don't know how this is a W outside of if you want LeBron James or Giannis, you can maybe get them for cheaper. That's the only W I see here. I want to know your thoughts because I could be completely wrong on the community's opinion. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys. Which of these 5 cards are you guys going to choose if you do lock in these sets? Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new. As always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.